just want to give a message. Any of the people that finished that race, whether it was your first marathon or your 15th marathon, I am so proud of you that you finished in those conditions. The aid station's not doing so hot, with that crazy wind, with there being no spectators, not even an announcer at the finish. I'm proud of you. Please know that most marathons are not like that. That is not the experience that I want anyone to have if they trained for a marathon.
'Cause I'm my own worst enemy.
Okay, don't mind like all of that. It's because the sun's right in my eyes, but we're gonna do, back it up. We're gonna do packet pickup reveal. I have no idea what's gonna be in here. It's kind of like a smaller race, so we'll see. All right, first things first, I already know because I like watched them give it to me. We got the shirt this year. Whoa, it's way different. So every year the shirt is exactly like this one, but a different color. But apparently they changed it up this year. Oh, just kidding, I spoke too soon. The front is exactly, no, the back has what the back is the opposite, is what the front was most years in the past. This is my 4th year doing this race. It's just a small local marathon, but I love it. And my students are volunteering at it, and they're like, 3 of them went up to me today in class and they were like, Kara, the only reason I signed up is because I heard you were running in it. So that made me feel really good because, I don't know, just knowing that you're going to see your students at an aid station is pretty rewarding. So, all right, race number, whatever, 46 in case you care. Oh my gosh, they give this every year and it's like the weirdest thing. I'm not even entirely, I think it's like to scrub your back in the shower. I gave it to my husband last year because he works on cars, so he gets really dirty, and he said he loved it, so I guess he's getting another one this year. I'm not really sure if that's exactly what this actually is, but it's what we've been using it as. Oh, yeah, Brio scrub. Cool. All right. Boring. Slice of pizza. Some political thing. Not looking at that. What is this? Oh, it's a sweat towel thing to keep you cold. I've never once used these, but I feel like if it was really hot, it would come in handy. Except why would they make it black if that's what this is? I don't know. Advertisement. Skip all the advertisement. Oh my gosh! No way! Freaking no way! They actually gave sunglasses. I have never ever got a pair of sunglasses in a swag bag, and I've done like 50 races or something, maybe more. And if you guys have seen my videos before, you know I always wear sunglasses that are this style, like, especially when running. Like, I mean, these are the ones that I wear in my car. Boom. Okay. And one of my pairs is my backup pair for running, if I can freaking find it. Oh my gosh, I'm like throwing my swag everywhere. Throwing my swag bag. And then my backup running ones, like, these came in the swag bag, and I don't have a white pair yet. I swear I have every color except white. So yes, they're cheaper, but if you're gonna be running in them, they're gonna get destroyed, obviously. So yeah, I would rate this for a small race. I would rate this like, there's no food, there's no like, this was the only like goodies other than the back scrub thing. I'd rate this a 6.8 for swag bag. So, all right, you guys, I will see you all tomorrow at the race. Okay, so tomorrow is my dress rehearsal for the Mount Charleston Marathon. I'm doing the Sand Hollow Marathon, and we're doing everything to a T, including the outfit, the shit I ate the 2 days before. I've already done that. I feel like ass, but that's carb loading. I need to see how it's gonna treat, like how things are. I'm gonna do the breakfast that I did at Mount Charleston when I did BQ, even though recently it was a bagel. Bagels haven't really been doing it for me. Probably still gonna do a bagel. I think it's normal to not be able to sleep on race night, but like I don't sleep at all. Now, granted, for fun race nights I do. Like I don't care, but I'm talking about like important, like going for a BQ one. So I'm gonna take this med that used to make me like just knock out, and I'm gonna see if it affects my performance tomorrow, and also if I'm able to sleep. So here goes. I should add, because all the research basically says that the only thing that could happen that like could affect my performance is it can make me extremely fatigued tomorrow, because you just wake up really groggy because you sleep so well. But like my doctor was literally like, if you take this, do not try to go to the grocery store, don't operate any heavy machinery. So we'll see. I know it's gonna help me sleep. It's like the only thing that does, but I just really don't want it to mess with my performance on race day. So that's why I'm like trialing it right now. So hopefully it's head to the pillow, knockout. Okay guys, it is race morning. I fell asleep well last night, but I woke up at like 4:30, even though I didn't have to get up till 5, just like automatically. And I don't feel super rested, but hi little P. Hi little P. Hi little P. You gonna compete at the finish line? You gonna compete at the finish line? I love that little girl. All right, so I thought, let me turn on some lights, that I would take this disgusting shot thing on camera. Been saving this for a race. And today's the dress rehearsal, so if it feels helpful, then I'll take it at Mount Charleston. If it just does nothing but suck when I take the shot, then I won't. So, refrigerated this thing. If you guys haven't tried it, it tastes like actual nail polish remover. It's so disgusting. I can't believe I'm about to do it, but like I've heard multiple sources say that it helps like keep your energy stores for longer. Don't even listen to me. I don't even know what I'm saying, but here we go. Really don't want to take it off. I actually don't think I can. I actually think I will puke if I take this right now. How many minutes before are you supposed to? Take every morning whenever you need to feel energized. No sugar, no caffeine, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna take it. Okay guys, so I'm setting up my race bag. I'm here at the race. So we're gonna set up all the shit I'm gonna have during the race. Got my guantes. I have not one, but 2 of these little pouch things. So put those on. I have this jacket on that I'm gonna run in, and I know I'm gonna end up taking it off, but I think what I can do is either, it's a there and back, so as long as I take it off early, I can just pick it up when I'm close to the finish. But if not, I could always just give it to my students to bring to me whenever I see them next. I've got not 1, but 2 packs of these blocks. It's heavy to carry 2 of them, but whatever. Yes, you can say that I overfuel during races or during long runs, but that's just who I am. Ever since hitting the wall and thinking I was gonna die, I'm gonna make sure that I never put myself in the position again where I don't have enough things to have. So, not 1, but 2 of these natural tasting runner gel things. Kind of hyped up on caffeine. I think I overdid it with the caffeine this morning, and I hope that it doesn't, you know, do anything really bad, so we'll see. I think I'm not gonna put on, I put sunscreen on my face. I think I'm not gonna put it on my shoulders because I know that's bad, but it's way too cold right now, and I just can't imagine the feeling of putting on cold sunscreen. Okay, 1 of my fave, the salted caramel. This one has a little caffeine. That's why I only have 1 of the caffeinated ones, because just, I really should not have any more caffeine. Not in this body, gal. Okay, I gotta drink more water. I don't want to be dehydrated. I don't give a crap if I have to pull over and go pee. Like, this is gonna be like really slow, like 10.5-minute miles. If I have to go in the porta potty, I literally couldn't care less. That's like what they're for. It's not a time goal, low stress, low energy. Got my, so these ones are my race ones. I haven't worn them yet. I bought them specifically for Mount Charleston. And same with the sports bra that I'm wearing. Weird to show your bra, but this colored one. And then also I'm gonna have purple hair. The purple's just gonna be my, like, purple's always been my race color, so. Oh. Sorry, I'm like kind of nervous even though I'm not, like, I don't know. Oh, also I canceled my trip home, and this is gonna sound so weird, like, oh, you canceled your trip to visit your family because of running, but that's the reality of it. Is I can't go home because this next coming up week is the highest mileage week in the whole plan. It's the peak of it, and the long run is 22 miles, and then all of the mid runs, it's just like high miles. And I already felt guilty that I was going to be spending all that time while I'm in Boston with my family running. What was the tipping point is my mom said there's still like multiple feet of snow on the ground where she lives, and running outside just isn't going to be a thing. It would be all treadmill training. I have ran a marathon one time on her treadmill. It was like quick story time. She was in the hospital with COVID, and I was so anxious that I did not know how to cope with it. So I ran the Boston Marathon part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and part 6 all in a row. I just kept saying like, I guess I'll just do the next part with Ashley Paulson, iFit trainer. That's the first time I ever did a marathon. Now, obviously that's not a real marathon. I don't know how I got so sidetracked. Basically, long story short, I will never run that many miles on a treadmill again. 22 miles on a treadmill is actually like, get a psych eval for that if that's something you enjoy type thing. So I did have to cancel it, and I'll just be running my miles here because the weather's perfect and it's just too much of a pivotal point in my training. I feel guilty about it. I feel like I'm a bad daughter. And also, like, this is my last really big go for a BQ. So, here these are. Drink some water again, just a little water. Okay. What sucks is I have to have my key on me because I'm not leaving all this shit in my car unlocked. I'm not going to be one of those people that hides their key. No thank you. Alright, you guys, well, I'm going to head out there. I'll probably take some footage during, and that's that. Have a wonderful weekend. Sorry, it's very windy. I just passed mile 3, first aid station. We're running on the highway.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
The sandstorm.
go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.
Sorry, I'm not going to be able to give very much of a race recap right now in this condition, but basically I'll just say the gist. Endurance wise was so easy. The problem was the wind was so bad, like probably about 30 miles per hour winds at least. It was really, really scary because there were times where I felt like I was like on the verge of flying into the highway traffic because the route is through the highway. And so it was not easy, and so many people were walking during it because of the wind. And so I did get first in my age group. I don't know if that means anything. I don't think I could get a prize. I guess I could go check, but yeah, I got first in my age group, so that was cool. Also, Ashley Paulson was running it because it's a there and back. I saw her. Girl came in second overall. She's awesome. Love her. She's an iFit trainer if you don't know who she is. Yeah, my students were there. It was crazy though. Like the volunteer stations were like blowing away. I was really impressed that they stayed out and volunteered in that weather. Anyone who finished this race, I'm impressed with them. And I'm just feeling kind of depressed because of how hard that headwind was. I don't know how you have a headwind on a there and back course, but it was a consistent headwind. All right, well, I'm gonna go walk my friend's dogs. I'll do a full race recap when I'm feeling a little more regulated, but yeah. Hi, Ellie. Okay, guys, I gotta make this quick because I have to run into bar class because it's gonna start soon. But it is Sunday, the day after my full marathon, and I'm about to go into heated bar class. I know that that's like literally insane to go do a bar class after doing a full marathon the day before, but like your girl is so swollen. I ate so much, like, I didn't eat like things that were bad for you. I just ate like so much effing salt, and I just need to like sweat it out. And plus bar also, we do a lot of stretches and it helps tone your abs. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take it light. Like, I'll let the instructor know I might not be able to do everything. And I totally forgot it was daylight savings. And so I barely slept. I got like, my sleep score was like 50%. So that sucks. I had a nightmare too that there's like bugs crawling under my skin and that there were spiders everywhere. It was really scary. And I haven't had a nightmare in a very long time, but it was probably because of all of the like freaking protein bars and like Ritz crackers and shit that I ate right before bed, because I just become a bottomless pit after a marathon like most humans. So I'm gonna go try and sweat this all out, but I gotta go set up my spot. Hopefully it's not full, but all right, bye. Okay, so I just got out of bar class. It was hard during, because obviously I'm very fatigued from the race yesterday, but I feel way better now. Like I feel like opened up, stretched out, I sweat out a lot of the swelling. I'm gonna do 1 Beasley mile after this, just to like flush out my legs, but just 1 mile, super slow. I wanted to give a little race recap. Yesterday, the race conditions were absolutely horrendous. Honestly, I felt bad for anyone who, if that was their first race ever, because it was so windy that there wasn't even an announcer at the finish. I think there was like maybe a couple spectators, like 3. My husband took a video of me at the finish, so I'll show it. There was no announcer. There's no people there cheering him on, and it was such a hard, like, I'm not trying to like brag, like for me it was okay, because I just thought of it the whole time as this is resistance training on top of my endurance training. It was so hard, and hard to watch the people giving up because of the wind. I looked it up, it said it was 34 miles per hour gusts of wind. I don't know how, but for some reason, the wind was never in our favor. It was always either a headwind or a side wind. And to give you like a perspective of how bad the wind was, when it would blow to the side of us, you would lift up your foot when you were like stepping in the run, and your shoe would go poof. Like you had to physically, when your foot was mid-air and you have no weight on it for that 1 second, it blew to the side. It was really awful. There was one time where I thought I was gonna get blown into the highway, because the race was along the highway. I actually I thought I might have to take cover for a second. So that was really scary. Another thing is I was running my average mile time, which actually in this weather condition is not too bad. It was like 10-minute miles, or something. I don't really know exactly. And I won first in my age group. So if that doesn't put into perspective how crazy the weather was, that a girl who was running 10-minute miles was first in her age group, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, it was a hard race in the brain. But I am glad I did it. I do feel like my fitness increased. I did eat like a bottomless pit yesterday, and you gotta give yourself grace for that. It was just like, you get so hungry after. I think that that's pretty much everything that you guys need to know. It really wasn't too special. Oh, my students were there. That was cool. At one point I passed my students and their aid station almost blew away. It was freaking crazy. There was another aid station towards the end where it just all the cups just fell down off of the table, even though they were filled with water and Powerade. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. It wasn't a fun race, I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm sorry I didn't take more footage during, but I literally wouldn't have been able to if I wanted to. At one point, the wind, when we were passing the desert, this really sandy area, it was a sandstorm. I got so much sand blown into my eyes, blown into under the clothes I was wearing. It's just a shit show. So I just want to give a message. Any of the people that finished that race, whether it was your first marathon or your last marathon or your 15th marathon, I am so proud of you that you finished in those conditions with no support, basically, because the aid stations were not doing well. Also, shout out to the volunteers that actually volunteered in that miserable weather. With the aid stations not doing so hot, with that crazy wind, with there being no spectators, not even an announcer at the finish. I'm proud of you. It really shows how tough you are, and please know that most marathons are not like that. That is not the experience that I want anyone to have if they trained for a marathon. Now, obviously, none of the people that ran in the marathon are gonna see this, but this is just the energy I want to put out there. So, oh, and I wanted to add that I texted my little thing that I won in my age group to my dad, and my dad goes, "Thought you weren't trying. I thought this was just take it slow as a long run." And I was like, Dad, I swear it was. I was taking it slow as a long run. The problem is my RPE was definitely way higher than it should have been, but that was out of my control. I was going as slow as possible before, I'm like basically walking. He was like, "What was your time?" And I was like, 4 hours and 33 minutes. And he laughed so hard and he goes, "That was the time of the first person in your age group? That's ridiculous." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, Dad. It was pretty ridiculous." And he's like, "Well, a win's a win." I'm like, "Dad, it's not." Oh my God. Okay, whatever. It's crazy how much wind can really affect people. If my race in Mount Charleston is anything even remotely close to that with the wind, I'm not even, like, this is so bad to say because you're supposed to shoot your shot, do the best you can no matter what. I am not even going to try. If the wind is that bad, I'm going to take it light, unless it's a tailwind, but come on, like, how lucky can you? There's like a 25% chance it'll be a tailwind. If the wind is anything like that, I am just going to take Mount Charleston as another dress rehearsal. I'll be using the Revel race in New Hampshire, the White Mountains, as my real attempt, if that is the case, because that was not cool. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you. Oh, and speaking of dress rehearsal, everything went well. The med that I took to help me sleep, it helped me fall asleep, but I don't feel like I got like a really restful sleep. And I did feel kind of nauseous in the morning, but other than that, it did help me fall asleep. So I probably will be utilizing that. The sports bra didn't chafe, the one that I'm planning on wearing. The leggings, as always, were perfect. I will be wearing those on race day. Socks, good. I wore my Super Blast because I'm not going to wear my Meta Speeds when it was just an endurance long run. Sunglasses, loved it. The 2 days of carb loading. So I carb loaded on Thursday and I carb loaded on Friday, and I did a mini taper because my long run last week was only 13 miles. And so with the mini taper and the 2 days of carb loading, like, my energy was so good for the race. Everything went really smoothly except for the actual weather conditions. All right, well, I'm going to go run 1 mile. Just shake out the leggies. Okay.